Hello, it's Archie Luxury. How are you today, guys? How are you? How's it going? What's happening? What are you peoples up to? Had the day off yesterday. Went out for a drive in the countryside to a pie shop, Fernvale Bakery. Went for a drive. Went to see my friend Jerry. Jerry. Then came back, did a few. I took my son to the dentist. That's right. I took my 20-year-old son to the dentist. And I was just saying to him, man, I really miss. I used to take him to school. I used to take his brother to school. I said, I miss that routine. I miss the routine. I miss the routine. So it's kind of strange. Now I don't do that. It's very different. Very different. But hey, what can you say or do? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And this is the whole thing, guys. You can't do more than that, really. You can only do so much. So we're back in the saddle. We're broadcasting live. Let's get some people on the stream. I must say, I do enjoy the streaming, getting you guys on, interacting. Let's see if I can get a few people. Who do I really want on? I always like World's Greatest Dog Trainer. He is good value. I love the dog trainer. Who else is there? Who we got jumping on now? Let's having a look here. We got HR. Fuck. The guy. I honestly. Hello, HR.
Hey Archie, I just want to say thank you so much for getting me the Batgirl on your stream and that 20,000 US. I really appreciate it, Arch.
I gotta tell you something. What is the thing with you? You're a troll, aren't you?
Archie, I really appreciate you
What are
getting
you?
me that
You're a troll,
20,000
aren't you?
that 20,000 and the
Troll, aren't
Batgirl.
you? Troll. Just a troll. Do I like him coming on? Sometimes you look at this stuff and you think, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And there's sort of times like that you think, what for? What for? Yeah, you sort of wonder, why are you doing this? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Who else have we got coming on? We've got the world's greatest dog trainer. Not
Mr.
just a dog
Chesterfield.
trainer. He's the best, the greatest. We've got some super chats. Let's get
Super
these
chats.
super chats.
Super chat.
Terry Boston, $3. Rolex Explorer 1 or 2 is the one and done watchman.
I mean, if you don't like complications. Bear Clooney. Bear Clooney. Look who's here.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, God damn it. I hate when he gets me. He gets me every time.
Gets you. Yeah.
Oh, well. What can you do?
Rolex Explorer 2 or 1. Look, you know what? Honestly, I love them both. They're complete different genres. One is a simple one and done, and the other one is a true sports watch. Cave dwelling. And yeah, I think any of those could be a one and done. Definitely.
Well, there you have it. By the way, before we... Yeah,
Black Cat $5. Black Cat 997. I missed the show the other night. Need to hear it again. We have a sports guy who says this in the US. Stephen A. Smith. Stay off the weed.
What can you do? What can you do? I would like to wish little Dave an easy colonoscopy. May it pass easily. And remember, don't eat anything red. It's not a big deal. You go sleep, you wake up, that's it. You know what, Archie, as they were knocking me out for my colonoscopy, I started talking to the anesthesiologist. She goes, what do you do? I said, train dogs. I trained one for an anesthesiologist. She goes, who? And as I'm falling asleep, she goes, oh, he's my favorite. She knew my guy. So there you have it. Dogs, even in the operating room.
Yes, dogs themselves there. Service dogs. What do you think of service dogs? Do people abuse that regularly?
Yes, they fake them all the time. There are so many fake bullshit ones. Let's get this super chat out the way, though.
Super duper chat. Mac Lobster, $5. AC3, please sing happy birthday for our beloved Rich Mitch with extra gusto and F-bombs. I don't know why Rich Mitch hates Luxy. He just hates Luxy. He's got a hard on for Luxy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
hey, dear
Rich
fuck
Mitch.
face.
Happy birthday to you.
Where's the F?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
There
Fuck
it is.
yes.
There it is. Apparently, little Dave really needs this colonoscopy because he says, I have a burning sensation.
Holy shit. What's that thing you sent me? That Genesis looks like an Aston Martin.
They're beautiful. But first, we have a super chat.
Do you bought it?
Yeah, it's in my driveway. But
You
let's
did
do
the
the
deal?
super chat. Super. I'll tell you all about it.
Holy shit.
Super
Frank B, $5. Arch, is the Speedy 3861 a lesser chronograph than a Daytona because it doesn't have a vertical clutch or column wheel, or better because is Metza? You know what, Frank?
Metas certified, which is
Frank,
minus 0 plus 2.
Frank.
Yes.
I got to tell you, the Speedy legendary chronograph. You can't go wrong with a manual wind Speedy. One of the great watches. Look, it was always a cams chronograph. It's always how it was. The 321 was the column wheel. And the vertical clutch is something else again. To be honest with you, I wouldn't say it's a lesser chronograph at all. Just like I would say the Zenith El Primero is a great chronograph. So is it a lesser chronograph than a Daytona? Let me say this to you. The Daytona is fucking expensive.
And a little overrated,
It is
to be honest.
expensive.
It's a little overrated, like, let's be honest.
And yeah, overrated, of course.
A little bit.
But I got to be totally honest with you, man.
Frank and honest.
Frank and honesty are two good things.
Frankness and honesty.
I would have to say to you, nothing wrong with a Speedy. It's a fraction of the price. I mean, have a look at the pricing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Speedy.
How many Speedies can you get for one Panda?
And is it really that lesser watch? Speedy. You're not a Speedy fan, but are you, Marky?
I'm not, because, yeah, I don't know why. I'm just not.
Panda. You got the Panda and you drive a fancy fucking SUV. That's why.
This is all true. I do drive. You know what, though? But I don't wear that Panda. I barely wear it.
By the way, I love the colors, by the way. Fucking hell, man.
We're going to tease the guys a little bit. We'll show you guys.
You know, when you sent that to me, I thought that was your uncle's Aston Martin.
Yeah, he has the, I forget, what did I tell you? He has the something 11. I don't remember.
Yeah. How is my internet today? I just resetted my route. It's good.
You're banging.
You're banging. Okay.
Yep. No pauses, no breakup. You're doing pretty damn good.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, move along. Super chat. Keep them coming, guys. Super chat.
Keep them coming. Keep them keen. Keep them mean. That's the way to do it, guys. You've got to do it. I tell you this now.
Here, I'll put it up. There you go. It's up. Super chat.
Thank you. Rich Mitch, £2. Thank you both. 40 years old. Fuck. 40. 40 was a great age. You remember being 40?
You know what? I thought I was old at 40, and now I look back at that and I think, motherfucker, I was young. That was like 27 years ago when I was young.
Yes.
I mean, listen, this is just my personal feeling. At 40 years of age, you are just coming into your full raw male power, both from the standpoint of your masculinity and your hormones and your testosterone and your career. Between 40 and 55, that 15-year period, you're a tiger, you're a motherfucker, you're unbeatable. You can fuck all night and work all day. It is just this great 15 years you're in for right now, Rich Mitch. Best
I would
time
actually
life.
say 40 to 50 is great. After 50,
well, you had a really quick, you hit the roller coaster at 50, but 55.
I've had some personal things to deal with, which
yes, you've had a lot.
How I tell you what, Marky.
But those are out of your control.
Yeah, but it doesn't make them less upsetting.
No, not at all. Let's not even rank them.
No. 40 is a fantastic. You're right, because you're no longer a boy, are you? You're a man, aren't you? At 40,
and you know what? People take you seriously at work. If you've been in whatever you've been doing for a while, you're established, and now you're a tiger. You're ready to kill shit and drag it home to the cave.
You are right about that. You are a tiger, aren't you? That is so damn true.
I gotta say though, here is a really, really, really important point. And what you must do before you hit 40. This is a pre-40 thing for those of you young Turks who are not yet there 40. Most of our guys are over 40. I'm sure they'll agree with me. If you are young and you are listening to this, if your marriage is not solid and you are in your early 30s, get divorced now. Do not get divorced after 40. Let me just tell you. Try to avoid that at all costs. Or go to marriage counseling, make it work, or make sure that your wife never meets your girlfriend. Whatever you got to do.
And whatever you do, don't tell the truth.
Well, that always got you in trouble. Telling the truth is, it's never to your benefit. But I got to tell you, do not get divorced in your 40s, fellas. 50s worse. 60s, just hang it up. Then you got to move to Thailand on Social Security alone. Uh-huh. So don't get divorced. What do you? We're not even married. We're living in sin, according to your mother. Anyway,
100% right. It's
because listen, if you get divorced at 32, 33, 34, you got time to rebuild your life. You still can make compound interest. You gave away your whole 401k. Big deal. Your superannuation had $20,000 in it. It's okay. No great loss. Just saying. Something to think about. All right. Super chat.
Got a super chat here. Another super chat here. Let's have a look here. Little Dave. This is for Mark reading my unpaid chats. Thank you. Little Dave, $5. Thank you, little Dave. What
Keep
a great
it moving.
guy.
We got more. You're welcome, Dave. Thank you for the super chat.
Super chat. That's a very, very generous super chat, and I do appreciate the sentiment. We really do appreciate
the appreciation. Super chat. Read it.
We have a super chat. Let's have a look here. Rich Mitch, £2. More chance buying an actual panda than the Rolex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can go on the gray market and have it tomorrow, which is what you should do rather than buying tens of thousands of dollars worth of crap you didn't want. It would be cheaper to just buy the panda used. But no, people, I got to be the first fucker to, no. Why do you have to buy $20,000 worth of junk in order to buy a panda at retail when it would have been cheaper to just buy the panda gray market?
Yes.
David SW will happily sell you one.
You're 100% right there. It's there are some absolutely beautiful things coming there. Now let's have a sticky beak here. We got another super chat after Rich Mitch. Frank V, $5. Arch, I just think Amiga had a chance to place back the 321 movement on the 3861, but decided to be cheap, greedy bastards to keep the Ed White hyped. Look, the thing is, the 3861 or the 1861 are great movements. They are great movements. There's no reason why they keep the two. Amigas, they're a business, okay? They're there to sell inventory. I was actually talking, I'll tell you something. I was talking to Jake yesterday, and I kind of, Marky, tell me what you think. I kind of think the watches as an asset class, as money, is starting to be over. I think that is over. They're not really investments. It's dead. Okay, it's dead. Investment wise, there's still, you can still get, they're not worthless pieces of shit, but they are. It's over. They
were never intended to be an investment. Remember when you had to keep a Rolex for 5 years so that you could keep having your $5,000? Yeah. Well, now it's $15,000. And you got to keep it 15 years, but it's never intended to be an investment. A good watch just meant that you could eventually get out of it without getting killed. That's all. But no investment.
Yes.
You want an investment, buy shares.
100% right. You are right on the business.
If you were a corporation, Archie, would you recommend that we buy you or that we short you?
Good question. Good question. You know what? Short or sell or buy or dump? I would pump and dump.
You'd pump and dump yourself.
Pump and dump.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like, I'll be honest with you. I'm seriously getting to a phase where I've got a couple years before I'm 60. And I'm thinking, just hang on one tick. I got to say goodbye to somebody.
And off he goes. All right. Well, while he's out there playing around, I'll show you my shitter.
Oh, okay.
I really like this watch to the point where I think I spent whopping $200 on it. Looks like an SKX, but it's not. And it's quartz. And it had one fatal flaw, guys. It had no loom. So I sent it off and I spent as much money to get it loomed as I did to buy the.
Oh, you spent money looming it?
I did. I was telling the boys, the watch cost $200, and then I really liked it. It's a shitter. It's quartz, but I liked it, and but it had no loom. So I sent it out to be loomed, which doubled the cost of the watch, and now I love it. Anyway.
Wow.
So it's a silly hobby. It's a silly hobby. Okay, well, that is Frank V's answer. Frank, we hope that made some sense because I didn't really understand it, but hopefully you did. Super chat from Little Dave.
Super chat, Little Dave, $5. Narc's been working out for 50 years and he's still a broken down shell of a man. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, he's been lifting alcohol. He's been lifting cigarettes. He's been putting down relationships. I think his daughter talks to him, but, that's probably because she's waiting for him to die to inherit, whatever 2012 Volvo he still managed to hold on to. But hey, that's just my thing. That's just guesswork.
Yes. I understand what you're saying.
Guesswork.
I've got to tell you something. Oops. Mark is more insane than I thought. You betcha.
Yeah, just a little.
Let me say to you, Archie, what made you go for the car? Tell me what happened. I thought we said not to do it.
So
you're worse than Mike the Snake. We said no, don't do it, and get a Lexus. What the fuck?
Well, okay, so here's the deal. I took a look at the Lexus, and the Lexus has 100 fewer horsepower. 100. The Lexus is 275 horsepower, and I bought 375 horsepower. So I'm very happy. Plus, man, when you put this thing into sport mode, it's a little crotch rocket. It is very, 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 very tight. It's also very luxurious inside, just gorgeous, which you guys will get a good look at. And you know what? You go buy what fucking car you want. I bought the one that I fucking wanted. You know? So there's not like a single one of you bastards who's like a, you know, writing here for Road and Track. So none of you work for JD Power and Associates. You're all like assholes driving like a Prius or you know, a Pacifica minivan. Now there are a couple of you guys who have got some nice fucking cars like Tan, but I spend my money to please me, not you, and I'm really happy. Arch, you can show them what it looks like if you want, but man, it is super nice. Plus, they come to your house and change the oil in your driveway, or they leave you a car and take it back to the shop and change the oil for you. Very, very nice warranty on this car. So that's what we got.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, these guys. Who are those two British guys? I love them, but I'm just not thinking of their names. The two British guys who do the car show.
Which British guy? Oh, you mean Top Gear, Jeremy
Yeah,
Clarkson.
yeah, Top Gear. I love
Three
that
British
show.
guys. Three
These guys all
British
think they're
guys.
Top Gear.
Yeah.
You know, none of them really are. But I do like what I got. I do. And is it a Hyundai with lipstick? Yes, the same way that Lexus is a Toyota with lipstick, or an Acura is a Nissan with lipstick, or whoever makes that one. Yeah, everybody does the same shit. But it is pretty, and it's super shishy inside. I mean, the headliner is suede, the engine is fast. It is a nice, and when Archie can be bothered to show you, he will do it. But first, we have this Superjet.
The Franchise Club. These are the boys. The Franchise Club. What gay man gets knocked for a colonoscopy? You are no Rough Rider, Mark. Just another cagey queen. Can kick up chat. Boob. Ciao. Kick up chat. Thank you so much.
That is funny. Well, I got to tell you, I delayed that colonoscopy for so long because it freaked me the fuck out. And then it was a big nothing. I mean, honestly, the prep is not so much fun, but the rest of it is easy. You go to sleep, you wake up, nothing to it. I didn't feel a thing, and I wasn't sore, nothing bothered. It was easy. And by the way, I was clean as a whistle in there. The doctor says you didn't even need to come back for like another 10 years. Clean as a whistle.
Super chat, Rich Mitch. £2. Did you know a horse has 14? I didn't know that. A horse
That's 15.
Has
15
horsepower. Fuck. Okay.
That's some fucked up math right there. You'd think it would just be one.
Yes.
That's funny. Nice big brake calipers. It's kind of pretty, this thing. Plus the color is nice. It's some kind of blue that changes in the light depending on the way the light hits it.
How much did they give you on your stinking Lincoln?
Oh, I will tell you all about that nonsense right after we look at this super chat from Black Cat.
Here we go. Black Cat 9972 bucks. South Korea FTW.
Fuck the world. Well, I kind of really wanted to buy one from
Are you
North
going to
Korea.
garage this one?
I wanted to get one from North Korea because that would actually have actual horses. Actual horses. No, I don't garage it. I never garage a car. Nope.
I love the interior. I'm just going to bring up an interior shot for
It's
Marky
very pretty.
here.
Yeah, it's really
Fucking hell, that is so beautiful. The interior, that's incredible.
Look at that. It's quilted. It's tits. It is really tits. It is so pretty. It is very nice. And it is vroom, vroom. Also, they're building AI into cars now. I'm sure this is not the only one that does it, but I do have a voice button, and then I can talk to it in just plain English and tell it what I want the car to do, and then if it's within its power, it will do it. I can tell it I'm cold, and it'll boost the heat. I can tell it the steering wheel is cold, and it'll heat it. I can tell it open a specific window, and it'll open that window.
Wow, so it's got AI in it kind of thing.
It does. And, listen, cars have had voice commands for a very long time, and I've had them for, a long, long time.
Jeez, I didn't know they could do the windows and that. That's amazing,
Well,
isn't
now
it?
they
Wow.
can, but like the old voice commands, you had to use the exact right words, which meant, you never remember. This, you just talk to it in English, and as you're
Hey,
saying,
fuckface, open the window.
as you're saying the words, it has a heads-up display. And as you're telling it what you want it to do, the words are appearing simultaneously in the heads-up display. So you could see if it understood you correctly. And then it just does what it's supposed to. It's pretty fucking amazing. I think it's smarter than Siri, who's still kind of dumb if you ask me. Yes. Oh, so the deal. So I went to a car dealer near me. There's a dealer not far from here that sells these. And I wasn't going there to buy. I was just.
Did you remember you got fucked on the price? Remember that you got fucked on the price? Like they reneged on the deal?
Yeah. So what happened was they gave me, they shot numbers at me as I was walking out the door because I was just there on an exploratory. And the numbers they shot me were like fucking amazing. So, and I'll tell you exactly what they were. $8,500 off MSRP. And I said, oh, well, I know you also have a Conquest, which is from not from the dealer, but from Genesis, because I'm trading in a Lincoln. Conquest is what they give you here on a rebate sometimes if you are trading in or you own a competitive brand. So I said, so you're going to give me $9,500 off sticker, no dealer ads, no big fees. And they were like, yep. Well, the next day I went in to close that deal and it had disappeared. So there was a lot of arguing back and forth. Let me tell you, a lot of arguing. And I was writing nasty little notes because that you write your sales guy brings in what the manager told him to give you, and it's a paper, and the manager won't negotiate. You got to go through the sales guy. So the paper's going back and forth, and I'm starting to write nasty notes on the paper that's going back and forth, like nice try, as I'm scratching out the bullshit numbers with dealer ads that I didn't want and that they assured me weren't there. And we got within $795. And they wouldn't come off of that. So the sales manager stormed in, got kind of nasty. So I flounced out of there and went to a competitor of theirs the next day and got the exact deal that I was originally promised. And no fuss. It was a huge discount. So to wrap this story up,
so
a
this
lot of
was
times.
on the floor? Can I ask, they had to order this car, or it was
on the floor.
Did you want this color and combination?
Yeah, look at it. It's pretty. I did.
Yeah, I know. But did you specifically want red with the blue?
Listen, I didn't really care too much about the outside color as long as it wasn't white. But I definitely wanted that red.
Okay.
I might have been happier. I don't know. But like they actually have a
diamond
red
stitching. Don't you love the diamond stitching?
I know. It's really pretty. Anyway, let's just say I did my research on my trade and I got better than the I got better than the CarMax buy offer. I had an offer from CarMax, an offer from Caravana to buy, and I got more than that, which means it was a lot more than that because when you trade here in the States, they reduce the taxable value of the car by the amount of the trade, so you pay way less tax. So,
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right? Because like if you're buying a car, just keep the numbers simple. If you're buying a car for $50,000 and it's 10% tax, it's $5,000 taxes on top of it. But if you're trading in $25,000, then they're only going to tax you on the $25,000 remaining on the vehicle, which means you pay $2,500 in tax, a lot less in tax. So I saved almost $2,000 in taxes by. So I was very, very happy with the whole deal. That's the thing. Duke says the red interior is over the top. And you know what? In that picture, I agree. It kind of looks it. But for whatever reason, the camera brightened that up. It's really a deeper, darker red. It doesn't, unless it's in direct sunlight, it does not look that bright. But it is nice.
I see.
And I love the screen. The screen is fucking huge. And it has that, there's a click, a click pad there, but actually it also has, it's a touch screen too. So I never touched the clicker thing.
I like the screen because sometimes these screens are getting so big. That seems like a good size screen. You know what I mean?
27 inches wide.
It's kind of interesting. So that's done away with the instrument controls. It's all on that screen.
No,
there.
you still get behind the steering wheel. You're still getting instrumentation, except for it's they make it look analog, but it's actually digital. So you have a lot of different styles to choose from.
I actually I must tell you, I test drove a Genesis it'd be 18 months ago, or even longer. Was that how long ago was it? Jeez, they really lowballed me on my car. I just said to them, guys, why the fuck? Why the fuck?
Well,
Why
I'll
the
tell you
fuck
what,
would I sell mine to get
I learned a lot.
lowballed by you?
I learned a lot how to do this. I listened to a guy on TikTok and YouTube named Tommy Makula. Delivered is his company. And I listened to maybe 100 hours of him at least. And he taught me what to do, and I did it. And one of the things that you have to do is you never even tell them you've got a trade. Just don't deal with the trade. Or you could tell them I have a trade, but we're not talking numbers on my trade. You can't have my keys. You're not going to evaluate it until I have the out the door numbers on the vehicle I'm buying. And then after that, we can talk about that separate transaction, which is the trade, because they're two different transactions.
They are. Because you really want as much as you can get for the trade, and you want as low as possible on the new vehicle.
Correct. And what they do is they start mixing the numbers together, so it becomes very difficult to pick them apart. And that is, and look,
yeah, and it also, they love people who finance.
Well, yes, also. So I asked them if there was a better discount if I financed, because I would have paid it off after 3 payments or something, but they didn't care. They were not actually marking up the financing, so I just paid cash.
Yes.
I don't know. Duke says, as much as I hate on Genesis, it's always at the top of the luxury SUV ratings.
I got to tell you, the thing about it is it's very flamboyant. Like the Lexus is kind of boring. Okay, I'm sorry. This is very flamboyant. It's almost like a Korean Aston Martin. You know, like I tell you one thing for sure. You can imagine the Genesis would be so much more reliable than a fucking Aston Martin.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, this thing gets compared a lot to in its class is the Porsche Macan, which I owned one, by the way. And the difference about
Porsche's expensive. Porsche's so dear.
That's the thing. They're both very, very nice, but the Porsche is Porsche money, and this isn't. And then the Lexus is super boring, but it gets compared to the NX or the RX. It gets compared very favorably to the X3. The reviewers typically like this better than the X3 because the fit and finish is better, and there is not a single hard plastic in the entire vehicle. It also gets compared to the GLC, which is a Mercedes, except for this car doesn't rattle. So it is a very, very nice super truck.
Yeah, super chat. Black Cat 9972 $2. Great job. Live your life, Mark. A great machine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Black Cat 997. We got to get what we like. And you know what? I keep a car 3-4 years. It's not forever. It is
3-4 years. Yeah. If you can afford to do that, that's honestly, you're going to have really reliable motoring. If you can afford to keep it 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So
time for new tires. I trade the car.
What was the changeover?
What does that mean? What do you mean?
How much money did you need to give them a check for to take this one
home? Hang on. Okay. Here was the exact.
How much did you just transfer from your account? Simple question.
Well, but wait. It isn't that simple because you don't know about the sales tax and the thises and the that's.
I just asking you, how much did you need to give them? Fuck the sales tax. Fuck.
You want to know how big a check I wrote, don't you? You just want to know how big a check I can write.
How much? You gave them your stinking Lincoln and gave them how much money? That's all I want to know.
Don Haynes and I have a lot in common. Remember when Don? Anyway, I don't know. I'll when we're off the air, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that number off the air. These guys don't know.
Are you embarrassed? Did you pay too much?
No. I got $9,500 off of sticker. Sticker is $72,000. Okay, and I got almost $10,000 off that, and then I got above expected for my trade. So I did like beautiful. I was very happy with it, but it was a $72,000 car, less 10, call it 62.5, less the value of the trade plus taxes. So it was a big check. It was a big check.
It was a big check.
It was a big check.
Big check. We've got Dirk Diggler, the Stigler, Dirk Diggler, $2. Mark, is that KY lube in the cup holder?
Actually, if you zoom
It's
in,
hand cleaner. That is hand cleaner. Okay?
yeah,
Sanitizer. You
it
know,
is,
after COVID, Mark is
yeah.
very clean. He
After,
sanitizes
yeah.
everything. Look at that.
Well, let me tell you something, guys. The kitten and I became germ phobic after after COVID. So if we go into a public store, you know, first thing we do and we get in the car is we goop up. Got to keep it clean.
Yeah. Hey, Marky, can I ask you some advice personally? Okay.
Oh, let's try.
Okay.
You don't tend to listen, but we could try.
Okay.
You listen as good as
I'm
Mike
actually, I'm contemplating. I'm thinking about living overseas for a couple months each year. I'm thinking, you know, Australia, I love it, but my kids are off my hands, like they're independent young men.
Yep.
I've got a chance where I can live in a low-cost country. Now, the thing is, of course, I've got a beautiful car, which is actually very expensive to run. Okay, like I mean, it has a 5-year service plan that's coming to an end next year. Next October, it's over. Okay,
Red Rover.
because the thing is, I didn't realize this when I bought the car. It was 4 months old. Did you know when does the service plan start? From when I pick it up? No, it starts from when it was first registered, right?
Ooh.
So it was actually not 5 years. It was actually it wasn't 5 years. It's four and a half.
Well,
years.
you know what? We'll get back to your personal life and bad decision in a moment. But first, this super chat.
Frank V, $2. Nice car. I hope to see new vids with your watches and car. I
No,
got to
don't-
tell you, Mark.
Yes.
I actually did test drive in my country. Genesis is. I test drove it. Okay, I test drove it.
Good, Jim.
They were really, really nice, but they gave me such a lousy. I mean, I was just tire kicking. I was just having a look. But I must say one thing: they are a really nice car. They're really nice.
Your internet got funky. You're breaking up.
They're
You're
far
breaking
more
up.
flamboyant. They're far more flamboyant than a
Yes.
Lexus, don't you think?
Absolutely. They're more aggressive looking, more highly stylized. And not only that, but Lexus is all over the road. There's so many of them that we're just used to seeing them. This stands out much more. When I first started seeing them about 5 years ago, it always caught my attention. And I'd look at it and I go, what is that?
I got to tell you, the problem in Australia is we had a brand called Infinity that came here.
We still have it here.
And then they were popular. They tried to beat Lexus. They didn't, because we're a small market. We're 30 million people instead of 250.
350.
And what happened was
Hairball.
they closed down.
Yeah,
and what they should have done is combined Infinity with Nissan, but they didn't. They just closed. They pulled the whole brand, and instead of it being a luxury experience, it became an orphan brand. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of fearful in Australia the same thing would happen to Genesis, because we're such a small.
That's possible. But let's get back to you and your question. Now you haven't asked a question, so
okay. So I had financial pressure. So what I did was I sold my world time and paid the car off. That's basically what I did to reduce.
Yes.
Okay, well, fair enough. That's okay. There's nothing. I don't regret doing that. Okay,
you lowered your monthly nut, is what you did.
Now I'm thinking, if I sell the car, I can go overseas for two. You know, go there for 3 months, come back for a month.
Well, hold on. You used to have a Toyota or some kind of
we had a Honda Civic,
and we don't have that anymore.
Actually, my son drives it, and my wife's got a Q2, so we've got plenty of vehicles.
Yeah, but your son isn't living with you, so that car is his driver.
No, he does. That son does, and
yeah, but okay.
Yeah, it's kind of his car. I shouldn't drive it, but I can always drive the wife's one. Okay.
Well, let's do this.
Get rid of
and
it.
We'll talk. Do burger.
Mark, how you'll transport your dogs now? You left. No. Well, this is an SUV. You got space in the back.
I got plenty of room in the way back.
Hey, by the way, Marky, Did you get
What?
the big rubber mat at the back?
No,
You have an option?
I'm in the process of ordering. I think I want to get WeatherTech mats, rubber, because it's going to
Yeah.
be winter here. It's
Yeah,
it's
I've
gonna-
got those. Actually, I must confess, I bought all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
in my trunk, I've got the rubber, the base.
Rubber,
You know
yes.
what? That
What?
stuff is so good because it stops you damaging it, and it's
Yeah.
also, if something spills, it doesn't seep through the fabric. It actually,
Correct.
it's very.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally get all that. I love all that shit, by the way. I love it, Mark.
Yes, I'm just about to order the accessories, but I'm
So
going to
you
start
can
with.
easily transport dogs in this, can't you?
Oh yeah, no problem. But okay, wait a minute. So you're thinking you could go live overseas, but what?
I'm thinking if I'm going to go overseas, because I still have to pay registration for the car, monthly insurance, that those
Yes.
costs are still there.
Yes.
Do I sell it? Just get rid of it. Say, you know what? I've enjoyed it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Now time to get rid of it.
Well, do we know? Do we know the real value of that car? Private party.
A dealer offered me 37 Aussie. Okay.
Super chat.
And let's have a look here. Super chat, CB, $5. Pull up the pic I sent. Did I buy a car with gay interiors? Let's
I
have a
certainly
look.
hope so. Let's have a look.
Holy shit. What the hell is CB? What the fucking hell?
What do we got? See, CB is not driving a 1997 Pacifica.
No, this is a Mercedes.
Yeah.
But it's not just a Mercedes. Okay, so you've got your red interior.
Yes. What'd you get, CB? What'd you get?
I'm just going to pull this up because it's pretty damn amazing. Okay, amazing is the word. Okay, because
I'm ready.
yeah, that's what it is. It's amazing. Have a look at this.
Let's have a look. Here we go. Ooh,
Fuck.
that looks like racing seats. Now that's a red interior. That's like orangey red. That's very, very, very cool. I'd love that.
Oh,
Except for that.
what do you think?
I don't know. I'm not crazy about the weird little tablet, but the rest of that interior is like very hot. Oh, I forgot to take pictures. I'll take you pictures later of my ambient lighting. It's crazy. I can light that thing up inside like a Christmas tree.
What do you think? Oh, you've got the ambient lighting in there. What do you think?
Oh, it's so much light. It's so much of it. And then there's like 25 colors plus customize your own. I don't know. There's hundreds of options. And very, very cool. This I like. This car looks fast.
It looks like a Mercedes, don't you think?
It
It's
is,
a
but
Mercedes Benz.
Which one is it? The problem with these fuckers is with the Mercedes is when they come out of warranty, they can get mighty expensive to maintain. Is the thing.
Oh. You know, for me to list my BMW for sale on a car site, $270 fucking dollars. They go on the sort of car you've got, and they go on.
Wait, 270 for what? To do what? What?
270 Aussie to list the car on the car for. I'm going to sell it independently.
Oh, wow!
Fuck, they are not cheap.
What? That's for to sell the Beamer?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think you should get for it? For real? 40?
Yeah, probably 40.
So
40.
what can you buy for 20, 25?
Well, I don't need anything. I don't need to buy anything. I don't need a car.
Okay, but
I don't need anything.
But how?
I wouldn't buy one. Okay, honestly,
Yeah, no,
I
I get
wouldn't
that.
buy
But
one.
tell me what life looks like when your wife is at work and you're stuck home. How's that going to work? You taking the bus?
I'll be overseas a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, so you're overseas a bit, but you're going to be home. Let's say you're home 9, 10 months a year. What are you going to do for transport? Does it matter? Are you okay just waiting for her to get home with a car?
No, it's okay. It doesn't really matter.
Well, it does matter. Are you going to drive her to work? Then you have a car all day. Pick her up. Like, how's it look?
That's a good question. How does it look? Look.
You don't want to get stuck home.
Okay, okay. What you're saying is don't do it because it's really handy having a vehicle.
Well, I'm asking. Like, look, man, where I live, I can't walk anywhere. I can't catch a bus anywhere. I mean, I'm going to need a $20 Uber just to get milk. So I don't know what it's like for you.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I understand. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, fair point. I understand. Super chat CB $2. It is an AMG SL with great gay interior. See, I love that interior. I love the red.
The AMG is like the super expensive trim level too, isn't it?
You know what? I got to tell you something. I think I prefer how they did it in the Genesis. Is that okay?
Well, this car costs probably 3 times what my Genesis cost. Easily, I'm sure.
It is beautiful. I love the red.
Racing
look, CB, I'm just having a gag. It's beautiful. That is a beautiful Mercedes Benz. That's an SL. AMG. That's a fucking rocket. Like, honestly, this here is far. See, the competitors to this would be a Porsche 911 Turbo. You'd be going Aston Martin. You're going for a You're going for cars like that, Maserati. But I think the Mercedes that's a gorgeous car. That is fucking pull up. Here we go. Pull up the pic I sent. There we go. We got it up there. Yes. It's an AMG SL with gay. Look, I love the interior. Seriously, the red interior. What color is the car, CB? See, that also, I disagree with you. That goes great. That red interior goes great with a white outside.
I'm a little, listen, I'm almost.
Do you hate silver?
Me? I just didn't want white. I was okay with gray, not silver. I've had too many silver cars, but I would have taken gray. But I'm wondering if I made a mistake and I shouldn't have gotten red exterior with red interior. But I thought
no, I love the blue.
I'm glad I got the blue because I think the red exterior screams, give me a ticket, you know. I don't know if they say that in Australia, but in America we say all the car, you know, that red definitely gets you more tickets. Super chat.
It gets you tickets. Super chat. SR Bell, Mark, how big was the biggest cock you've ever taken?
You know,
5 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot.
No. Oh.
6 foot.
Yeah, 6. How tall are you? You're 6'2", right? I tell you, it looked like one of those miniature Louisville Slugger baseball bats. It was a little scary looking.
Holy shit, he's just sent me a photo.
Yes.
This is his car next to his wife's. This is like a heart. Remember Heart to Heart?
Yes.
I don't know if you remember Heart to Heart. You know how they had 2 Mercedes or they had... This is his and her. She's got a BMW 850.
Well, show us.
He's got the Mercedes SL. Fuck me dead. I mean, this is super rich, super fucking.
Fucking.
How do you decide which one to take out? That's what
Duke,
I'd like to know.
Thank you for this comment, Duke, because second guessing, you know, it's like buying a watch and you wonder, fuck, should I have gotten the other one?
Look at that. 2 beautiful
Super chat.
Cars there. Look at that.
Super chat.
CB, $2. I am not a car guy. My wife is.
Wait, you missed one. You hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Black Cat, what would it cost to ban SR Bell?
Come on, don't be at my buddy. Don't do it. $5,000. For $5,000, we can get rid of him for, like, you know, till New Year's. What do you think? How much? Come on, it's a lot of comic relief.
Good question.
Okay, CB is not a car guy, but his wife is a car guy. Is your wife's name Kevin? Super chat.
Crown and case, $5. AC3. If you are not driving frequently, occasional Uber will be cheaper than depreciation plus maintenance plus gas plus insurance. Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, you know what? There is a point there somewhere. Because, you know, let's talk about the cost of operation. He's right. You got to count depreciation, insurance, maintenance. Like, what do you think it's going to cost you a month? Counting depreciation, when you factor that in, oh man, it's a hell of a lot of money to run a car.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's
I mean, but there's a number. I mean, it's a literal number. You could tell this to AI. You could say, here's what I'm driving. You know, here's what I'm paying for insurance. Calculate me, including depreciation, my operating costs per month for the next 3 years, and it'll give you a number, and it's going to be shocking.
Yes. Good point, Marky. It's going to be shocking. You know what I mean? It's going to be. I tell you what. One thing for sure is these cars. Isn't that? Look at the cars
nice.
have come a long way since that station wagon you had.
What a piece of what a POS that thing was. Oh my God. I mean, I think the greatest invention, the greatest automotive invention of all time, besides the actual internal combustion engine itself, is fuel injection. Because prior to that, it was carburetors, and those fuckers were very, very temperamental. Very temperamental.
Tell me this. Do you
tell me this?
AC3. $2 AC. When's the last time you've been with a woman?
Wait, does Ladyboy count? SR Bell, yes. Please clarify in the comments of a Ladyboy's
there you go. Does it count? I've got to tell you, Mark. I'm
enjoying that one more than usual.
Yeah. I got to say, Marky Poo, yes. I got to tell you, seriously,
yes.
seriously, Marky Poo.
Uh-huh.
I actually quite like these Beamers. These Beamers and a Mercedes answer.
Hold on. He's getting upset. He's getting upset in the comments. He wants an answer.
It was within this year. It was this year.
All right.
This year. Okay.
Well, if I were you, I would have said, does a high heel shoe count? Because then he would have had a super chat another one.
Yes.
But, okay. This year. It's been this year. Guys, we're in the 14th day of the time.
Did you think it's gone so fast? We're already.
You should have asked me the same question. Because it's not within this decade. It's not within this millennium.
It wasn't this millennium. Fuck, you're joking. No. 25 years. My God.
Not within this millennium. Anyway.
Yeah, that's out of these two cars, which one would you go for if they gave you the keys? Which one would you take for a drive?
Well, what's that other one? A Beamer? I'm sorry, I can't. What's the white
BMW 8 Series and a Mercedes? I'd go for the SL.
I really like the look of that Beamer, man.
Oh, you like the Beamer?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, gorgeous car.
It is super good.
CB. $5 cars. They have to have 8 cylinders, or they sound like lawn mowers.
Yeah, there's nothing like an inline 8, a straight 8. I got a straight 8 right here for you, a not so straight 8.
Yes.
If you catch my drift. Okay, so look, let's put it back on the straight and narrow. You're going to sell your car. You're going to get 40 for it, but more than just getting 40 for it, you're going to stop probably $1,200 a month in bleeding.
Yes.
If you're not going to be fucked up for being, carless, assuming that doesn't fuck you up, then it makes great sense to lower your expenses.
Got you.
But don't use the money to buy stupid stuff. See, if you go abroad somewhere low cost and you live a simple low cost life, you're just taking your same expenses and spending it elsewhere where your money is more valuable.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Financial arbitrage.
Financial arbitrage. That's exactly it, isn't it? Financial arbitrage.
Because the Australian dollar is weak in Australia.
Yes.
Where does it have better buying power than in Australia? A lot of people,
I tell you where it doesn't have good buying power. That's the US of A.
No, it's terrible here. It's not even good for Canadians. But you're in good shape in a lot of Asia.
You've got to realize, fuck me dead, you guys, your currency is so strong.
I love it.
And
I want more of it.
Yeah, that means your cars, when you buy stuff imported, they're cheaper.
Right. Plus, if we go abroad, we can buy money cheap. Even the euro right now, I think is like around $1.16. I remember when Spain first got the euro. I was there in Spain like the first year of the euro, and it was like 85 cents American for a euro. Oh, I bought so much stuff. I came home really, really with a lot of junk.
Yeah. Do you need it? Did you need any of that junk?
Well, like I don't buy clothes that often, so I found a pair of pants I liked, and I just bought it in every color.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but there's a Spanish company called Zara, which we did not have here then. We have it now. But it had cool styles.
Spanish company? I had no idea that's Spanish.
Well, it's in Spain. It's called Zara. So I guess I shouldn't say it's Spanish, but I thought it was because that's where I first found it. Anyway, I just bought the whole store out. I didn't have to buy clothes in this country for like 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's exactly it, Marky. You don't have to buy clothes in this country for 3 fucking years.
Well, you haven't bought clothes in a few
haven't
years.
bought t-shirts for 3 years.
Super chat.
Yeah, thank you so much there. Here we go, super chat. CB, $5. Pull this up. This is the engine I like, and it is not gay. So this is another thing he's just sent me.
Well, then I automatically don't like it. I would never buy one. But yeah, you could live very well in most of the Southeast Asian countries. Cambodia. I'm surprised you never went to Cambodia. It's so cheap in Cambodia. Do you know what a beer costs in Cambodia? Like 60, 70 American cents, under $1.
Wow. Look at this. How's this for an engine? Look at this. It's Patek Philippe.
Ooh.
How's that for an engine? $5. Fuck. Look at the guilloche on the rotor.
That rotor looks like it could easily be rooted.
What do you think?
I feel like that rotor could root.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
A little bit. And as we know, Geneva striping is meant to stop oil leakage or some crazy shit like that.
Yes, that's exactly it.
But is that really super highly decorated?
Or
is it just basic, Does that have a Geneva seal?
Interesting point. Does it have a Geneva seal? It's got the Patek Philippe seal. That's even better. Higher standard.
Mm-hmm. I think the best decoration is on the rotor.
Yeah.
It's most intricate.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Super good.
Super chat. We've got a super chat here. Little Dave, $5. $5. The war in Gaza is over. The blood quota has been met. Marcelo can reopen his restaurant.
Alice's restaurant. Come on in. He's around the back. At Marcelo. You can get anything you want at Marcelo's restaurant.
Exactly.
Well, yep, that is one impressive movement there. Oh, it does have a Geneva seal. It actually does. Yeah, it does. Pretty sure.
Oh, no. That's got a Patek seal. It doesn't have Geneva because Patek
they used
has
to.
their own in-house
that's
seal.
now. Then they used to have Geneva seals. They got tired of paying for it.
100% right. You can't blame them for that, can you?
Well, they got to squeeze every dollar.
Exactly.
Okay, so where are you going to go live now? You've got $40,000. You got an albatross off your neck. You have no car, but you could borrow the kids or the wife's if you need to. And you could probably, you could go shopping with Instacart. I'm sure you have those you have apps like where they'll bring your groceries to your house and stuff, right?
Yes.
Does Dan Murphy deliver?
Yes, he does. Well, I can even go there. It's not.
No,
it's
you
not
don't have a car now. Now you don't have a car. Does Dan Murphy deliver?
Dan Murphy's. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm saying super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. Sorry for party rocking. $5. They say you can beat this. They say you can beat his beat, but you can't beat his prices at Marcelo's.
At Marcelo's restaurant. There you go.
I never heard of Marcelo's restaurant.
You can beat his meat, but you can't beat his prices. I think that's what he meant to say. Yeah, look. Sorry for party rocking. Meant to say meat. You fucked up your super chat, bro. They say you can beat his meat, but you can't beat his prices. Super chat.
Yes. Here we go. We got a super chat. CB, $5. Archie, what is the function of that Calatrava cross in the movement? Look at that there. What is the point of that there?
Isn't that the seal, the great seal of approval?
No, that's the seal. The seal, I'll show you what he's talking about.
It does
the
have
seal
a ruby
is
in it.
Here.
It has a
he's
ruby.
Talking about this cross here. What does that do?
Well, it's got a ruby, so it must be something for friction, right?
Something spins there, CB. Something is spinning there.
That's all we know.
And this is the minute repeater one. Look at this. It's got a lever. Is that a lever? It's a minute repeater.
Oh, come on. It could be a
R27 PS. What a beautiful watch. Look at that Calatrava cross there. What more do you want?
Well, here's what it comes down to, CB. We have no fucking idea. We have no idea. Even the Pontiff doesn't know, so you're going to have to tell us because he knows. He's quizzing you. He's quizzing.
He's quizzing.
He's quizzing your knowledge. Super chat.
He's a good guy there. Here we go. Super chat. Oh, Avon, a shit for $3.50. Archie and Gayberg, thoughts on the Tudor Iconaut? Look, they're fucking ugly. Tudor went through this phase where they had some real fucking ugly stuff, but
garbage.
You know what? They were still well made. They weren't horrible.
Just ugly.
They just were fucking fugly, you know?
Yes.
So I would seriously say to you, the Iconauts, they're actually well made, but fucking ugly as shit.
I wonder if they're really cheap.
That nearly killed Tudor in America.
When you look at Tudor's catalog online, you will be shocked at how many models they sell. I mean, they make a lot of different. We just know them for a few watches, but they make like dozens and dozens. And most of them are not nice.
Exactly.
But the ones they're known for are fantastic. The Pelagos, the new Ultra, the Black Bays, the whole line. Black Bay 58, 68, 54. The old original.
100% right, Luxy.
My name is Marksy.
Moxie.
You're confusing all the fat men. all the fat foreigners.
You're not fat. You're actually very, very. You're in good shape, Marky. You've got to remember.
I am trying.
You actually, yeah, and it's not an easy thing in America. Everything is so delicious. We got Hurricane, $2. $2 from Tan. Hurricane, $2. AC3 without a Patek. Can you call yourself part? Look, you know what, Patel. I still own 4. I still own 4 Pateks.
Right.
I still own 4.
The proud
Okay,
owner.
so
You are the proud owner.
CB, $5. When you pull 3 lever, you change that flywheel that gives very calibrated and constant power to the hammers. Yes, because it's a minute repeat.
Oh, you're right. It must be.
Fucking hell. What an amazing watch, don't you think?
I do. Luxy, what the fuck? Are you just phoning it in, Archie? You forgot who I was?
Exactly.
You can start calling me Alan Frischman if you want.
Exactly. Exactly.
He didn't
Very
hear
interesting.
He's just
indeed.
exactly.
But
he
tell
he
me
didn't
this, Marky.
Fuck face.
Seriously.
Yes.
That is fucking perfection. Look at that. That is, man. I gotta tell you, I'm just wearing a Pam. I'm wearing a Panerai today.
You know what? That's a better watch than what I'm wearing right now.
I gotta tell you, you don't give a fuck. You sold it. You sold the stinking. You got the Janet. You know, you're having fun. You know what I mean?
You know, you got to mix it
What
up.
warranty did they give you on it? What warranty? 5 years?
It has 5 year, 60,000 miles bumper to bumper. And then it has 10 years, 100,000 mile powertrain.
And what about servicing? Did you get a service pack with it?
3 years.
Okay.
3 years, 36,000 miles on service. It's prepaid, which is
They
included.
give you roadside assistance as well?
Yes. Yeah. I think that's for 5 years. And then, I don't know, they have some kind of voice service, which is for the life of the car for the first owner. So as long as I own it, I don't know, I can like hit a button and tell a human being to find me a French restaurant and put it into my Navi.
Oh, okay. Why is it only for first owner? I don't get it.
Well, for the first owner, it's forever, and then if and when the car is sold, then it's a subscription.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. Hurricane again. Show me your top 3 Calatravas of all time.
Yes, the ones you own. Big photos only, please.
Yeah, let me just get this ready here.
He hates those big photos, guys. It's extra effort. He's got to like tap and zoom. It's a lot of work.
I'm going to call up some images. Let's go and have a look here. So here we go, Tanzil. Let's do it for you.
Pull it up.
We love you. We will do it for you because we do.
Pull it up.
I'd have to say some of my favorite 5196. I've owned 2 of them. I had a white gold and a yellow gold. In fact, that's my picture. That is my photograph there.
Well,
that was. I still own that one.
picture.
It's just not in my possession.
Archie, come on, man.
I
Big
also love
pictures.
the 5107.
Archie,
That was
Archie. Can you hear me? Big pictures
one
only. He doesn't give a fuck.
I like it in the white gold. I really love
You lazy motherfucker.
that.
Guys, is he freezing or am I freezing? Tell me in the comments. One of us is
Just get
freezing,
this
and I
up.
don't know which one of us it is.
That's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Archie, why aren't you not? Why show us some big pictures? Why these little ones?
5107. And then I'd say 5127. That's the ones I like.
You know,
That's
guys,
the one.
Minotaurs have very selective hearing. They only hear what they want to hear. Darth
There we
Nagus,
go.
Mark, you cannot get through.
That's
to
actually my
no,
photo.
you
Look at
cannot.
that. That is my watch. That is my
Can you,
watch there. That's my watch.
Archie? We
That's
only
my
want to see
video,
small
my
pictures.
watch.
We hate big pictures. Don't give us big pictures. Only little ones.
We got CB, $5. Archie, I know Tan is very close to pull the trigger on a Breguet. Please give him 3 good reasons to go ahead, but not the BS coin edging BS, please. Look, I think the level of craftsmanship on a Breguet is pretty damn amazing. If you really want to buy a Breguet Tan, I will sell you mine at cost. I will sell you mine at cost.
What about duties?
Speaking of which, we've got Nick Miller joining our shift. How are you, Nick?
How are you, sir? Excellent to be here with you tonight.
Nick
Thank
Miller.
you. What is
Miller.
new in your world? Talk to us, man.
I'm trying to
I gotta-
push. I'm trying to push for a war with Iran.
Just 2 minutes there. Jay Gay, the chicken pontiff, $3.50. New best gold Rolex to wear while devouring. Look, I think honestly, best gold Rolex now to buy. I
Gold
would have
sub.
to say
Gold submarine.
gold sub.
Grease proof.
40 mil. I want the 40 mil because it's got the gold writing and I
writing.
prefer the proportion. And I got to tell you, best Rolex to wear. That's it. Huracan, $2. The only Breguet thing I like is numerals on a Patek. There we go.
The
So what's
Arabic
going on with you? Did you get the car fixed? Is the car fixed?
tomorrow at noon. I have an appointment with my cash-only Hungarian mechanic.
Cool.
He's a hardcore mechanic from Toronto. Fucking does everything cash only, and I get it hooked up really good deals. All the parts are cheap. It's fucking excellent. Getting tomorrow at noon. But listen, those Arabic numerals for Patek Philippe are the greatest Arabic. Yes, I'm correct. Arabic numerals that they have on their pocket watches. That's the best Arabic numerals you can get in horology. Breguet had kind of scrolled on cursive style.
MT85, $2. Nick has a wealth of knowledge. How is it wasted? Nick, how is the employment situation going? What's happening?
I'm an independent academic, and I'm following the footsteps of Dave Cullum and Alex Craner and a bunch of academics you guys probably haven't heard of. But they are really pushing the boundaries. Now that they have done their shit, I can do my shit without worrying. You know, the world's changing, man. It's a difference between signal and noise. There used to be no possibility to put out a proper signal because they would just shut you down. Now it's all different, but they're flooding it with noise.
In other
so
words,
you can't even tell.
In other words, you sell something that nobody understands, such as, you know, Bitcoin.
No, everyone understands it.
All right, there you go. Nice.
Analysis, proper political analysis is the product.
Nice. I thought you were a substitute teacher because you're an independent academic.
Yeah, I'd be a substitute teacher, bro. That's fucking.
You know what? The world does need a
brainwashing.
little bit of political analysis.
I don't think you can get a job as a teacher anymore without being a fucking, like, you know, check your bona fides to be like a full blown
communist.
Controlled. Yes, exactly. But not communist. I come from communism. I was born in a communist culture. Well, it was breaking down at the time, but the thing is that communism is,
you know, the biggest thing against communism is it's communists themselves there, because eventually it fails.
You have to understand there's a big
mind you look at capitalism. I don't know whether capitalism is working that well either.
Well, the thing is that
Huracan, $2, AC3, you feel emasculated now that your Patek is gone. I'm actually happy not to have car debt. I can tell you one thing for sure. Car debt is...
Let me just say this. At the start of the Bolshevik Revolution, there's a lot of evidence that the British actually seeded communism. First, they seeded it before the Napoleonic era with Kabbalist shit in France and the Illuminati and all this blackmail shit. But then they seeded it into the French Commune in, like, I don't forget what that 1880s or whatever.
Where's
French
Doc
Commune.
when we need him?
But then they seeded it into Bolshevik Russia, and you can kind of connect the seeding of the ideology into Russia because they did it before in France. So they do this kind of thing where they destabilize it. What happened was, in the first years of Bolshevism, there was a very like experimental avant-garde. A lot of liberals love that. Trotskyites love that. But then it went Stalinist, which means it was fascist leaning. So communism in China and communism in Russia at Stalin era, that was all fascism. Like that was fascist leaning communism. So they actually had a grounding in civilization. Like if you were like Russian movies in World War II were like, they were crossing themselves with the Orthodox Christian cross. Like there was a lot of respect for the saints. Like these weren't just anarchist weirdo communists. It was in Yugoslavia, where I'm from, that the communists were these fucking weirdo rock and roll avant-garde freaks. And that's what Gorbachev was. So Gorbachev went a decade into bullshit communism and then it collapsed. So don't go into bullshit communism. And China is not in that. China is a nationalist communism.
Super chat. Archie's gone, and we have a super chat.
Read it if you can see it.
We'll wait for Archie to come back.
You know,
I
let me just say this, Goldberg.
Yeah.
I respect
Miller.
you so much.
Super chat!
Go ahead.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. Had someone knocking at the door selling garbage. Hurricane, $2. You sold art for a 4-pot shitter plastic water. You know what? I needed to be out of the debt, man. I don't know if you understand how bad.
What did you
debt
sell? What
is.
did you sell, Parnas? What watch did
I
you sell? What are you
sold-
referencing?
I sold my
World Time, right?
Yeah, I sold that to pay the car off because you know
I
what?
understand. Yeah, you know what the thing is that is actually in a way, Patek Philippe has optimized the elegant aesthetic. Okay, we can all sense it. It's like the finest fucking elegant aesthetic, but that's actually a mass culture aesthetic. If you watch Barry Lyndon, whole of Europe was under this sway of elegant aesthetic. The men were like pale makeup, their frilly wigs. That was the norm. So you have to understand that the elegant aesthetic was the first saturation of mass culture aesthetics. It was because it was so unequal. Feudalistic Europe had a very small niche of the upper class. Everything else was not aristocratic. It was like feudalist. It was like peasants and serfs. So that culture produced the first saturation of mass culture. It spread across all of Europe. Russia was copying France. They loved everything French. They were Francophile. The first Russian constitution was in French. Everyone in the Russian royal family spoke only French. Like it was, or not only French, but it was. They all spoke French. It was weird.
Super chat.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. We got a super chat here. Black Cat 997, $5. I want to be an independent academic like Nick, but I'm not an elite level like Aussie expat. Or
No,
NT85,
it doesn't matter
so
what
I
your
can't afford
financial level is. Those guys are doing bullshit. Like they're doing tech jobs. That's great. I love the money. I love the money. I love the money. I respect that so much, and I love real economy. So high tech, 100%. I would fund that with government subsidies. But the thing is that they don't have high class cultural level. I'm not, no offense to Aussie Expat. I really like him. I fucking love Aussie Expat. Honestly, like I think that's the most interesting plot line going on right now. The guy just retired. That's gonna be cool as hell. Like just follow it. But the thing is that
You know what? I think
they're not culturally high class. They're not culturally high class people in the sense of like they talk about watches like we do. You know, like Pontiff. You talk about Patek Philippe all the time, right?
Nick, I gotta tell you, Nick, methamphetamines are bad for you. I just want to put that out there. Super chat.
Super chat, Hurricane, $2. Without a Patek,
Get the fuck out of here.
does your life have any meaning? I can tell you one thing.
I'm not going to homosexual orgies on meth, buddy. 30% of the gay community is on that.
Slow your roll.
30%. 30% of you guys are on it, man. You have the problem, not me. All that promiscuity, all those orgies, that's what's causing the STD rise. Look at Germany now. The STDs are blowing out of control. Only in the gay men community. What the fuck are you guys doing? You have to be the one. Goldberg, you have to be the one that goes on, has a YouTube channel, and says, gay people, stop doing meth because we're fucking up the system.
Listen, we hit the crack pipe again and let Archie read this fucking thing, okay? Super chat.
Yeah. Without a Patek, does your life have it? You know what? Material goods don't really. I mean, you know what? I don't think it makes much difference.
I love Negronis.
I don't think it makes much difference. I kind of, you sometimes you buy things. You doesn't mean you need to have them forever.
Life is not all about material goods, but they sure do help.
Oh no, you have to be high class.
You hit it on the head.
Pontiff knows. Pontiff is middle class and he's going high class. That's the whole point.
Super chat.
Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Nick Hurricane, $2. Nick Miller is A grade. So
hell yeah.
Listen, wow, I gotta leave.
Bro, you guys don't even know.
It is dinner time here.
You guys don't even know.
Just hang on.
I appreciated my time with you.
No, Goldberg, stay with us. Tell us more about your gay flirtations.
And I will be back. I will be back another time, but right now the kitten is calling me for dinner. Not meth. And like I said, a little ketamine will slow
I think you're a quality gay person. I respect the
eat
shit out of you. Let me get that straight. Let me get that 100% straight. I respect the shit out of you, Goldberg. I've listened to your cleverness, and I really see that there's a civilization behind it. I respect it a lot.
Nick, what's going on in your world? Talk to me, man. What's happening? I want to know what's happening.
I keep pumping out these essays, Pontiff. 5,000 words.
Essays on what? On what?
All I have to do is get a little camera, and then I re-record them. I
What
record them to the
makes
camera.
you? What makes you go? What do you like? You obviously.
I don't know, man. The thing is, like, I've just watched too many of these films that have taught me these like wisdoms that are kind of, they're not esoteric wisdoms, but they are like an epiphany, right? So I've developed an academia of my own because I was disappointed in that of the Toronto education system, post-secondary, supposedly highest level in Canada. Get the fuck out of here. That was bullshit. And then I basically refined it. So I was always a straight A student. I always went full blown. And then I've basically just refined it in a sense of I'll be honest, the pandemic was like an incubator. Like, I went so advanced during that fucking stupid pandemic. We had the longest lockdown in the entire Western world where I live, in Ontario, Canada. Longest lockdown in history. So I experienced this firsthand. And I was like, these guys are going some fucking great reset bullshit. And I have to fucking write about it as an academic. Like, what the fuck is this? So I refined it over and over and over again, generation after generation of essays. And I've just started to, it's like I pump out like 5,000 word essays once or twice a day. And they're really advanced. So when I just have to read them to the camera, you'll figure it out. You'll be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, where the fuck do you come up with that? Like, you will fucking trip balls when I fucking read these essays out, brother. I'm telling you right now. That's pretty much where it's at. So I'm trying to do an independent academia career as a high-level analyst.
Okie dokie, got
That's
you.
it. That's it.
Got
People
you.
are just publishing videos on. I'll speak to the
We
camera.
got a super chat here.
all.
Hurricane $2. Nick made Goldberg bounce. I love this guy. What else do you do, Nick? Tell me what you're going to do. What's happening in cost of living in Canada? What's it like at the moment?
I live in a fucking fantastic zone. What happens is there's Canada has always been kind of like a. You have to understand, Toronto ran like a Swiss watch in the 1995. 2005 era, and then there was like the year of the gun and all this like gang violence. So Toronto kind of had the crack epidemic sweep into it a little bit later than the rest of the United States. So it started in Los Angeles, swept through Toronto. It kind of got hit right when I was in my adolescence. Like, this area where I'm in, it was like gangsterism spread through here, and we had this one like role model, and he was called Il de Shiesty. And Il de Shiesty got murdered because he was at a crack deal. So fucking dark, right? But we got swept up in this bullshit. And all my friends were gang members, Bloods, Crips. And it just spread through. Like, it was the first wave of it. For some reason, it didn't come in here. Like, it was like one wave of it before. That was Il de Shiesty. We were like pioneers. So we were like, I was connected to like the Hells Angels a little bit. Like, I knew all the guys, you know, some of the low level hang-arounds. And like, I knew the whole system of the underground world by the time I was a teenager. And that really led me to like detach from the rest of society, because I was like, this shit is a fucking shit show. I went to police foundations, and then I dropped out again, and I was working like menial jobs, like at a debt collection service, phone calling and all this for a little bit of years. And then I went back to college in order to get into university through a bridging program. So I completed the college program. I did 2 years worth in 1 year, got straight A's, went to the university. And then I was like, this shit it got taken over by wokeness. It was like Toronto got hit by wokeness in 2018. And it got so overwhelming that I noticed that there was a Lovecraftian terror. You know, Lovecraft, it's like, oh, like the myth of the giant creature from the nether, whatever, you know, that whole concept was being pushed onto society in an inherent, intuitively felt way. I was like in the epicenter, like I was downtown Toronto, University of Toronto. So I was fully experiencing it full time, every day. It was very fascinating. And I started to write about it. And I wrote about the teachers at the university and how they were indoctrinated. And that's what developed over time into what I have now, which is a optimized theory of actual objective science, like a political science, which they never even had. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna come and I'm gonna dunk on them. I'm just gonna carpet bomb them. Fuck those academics. I'm better than them. That's what I'm here to say, man. Fuck University of Toronto.
CB, $5. Nick, you sound okay if you slow down. Talk like if you were talking to a very low IQ people. Express one concept at a time.
No, it's for repeating viewing. You'll have so much pleasure going back and repeat viewing and going back every 10 seconds so you can try to think about what I say. And you'll be like, what the fuck? And then you'll start to have the same epiphany. And then you can see what true high-class intellectual and cultural level is. I'm just kidding. But no, you could do that if you want. But I don't want to be boisterous. I'm just telling you my background because you asked, like a soul reading. I respect the pontiff and I respect the show.
From Hurricane, $2. AC3, can you engage with your panelists here? Don't be rude. So tell me this: what is your dream watch? What are you working towards?
Let me read off the collection, brother. And this is a Goyard. I know you're a professional at this, so I'm just going to tell you right off. I'm going to rattle it off. I don't have to talk slow for you, Pontiff. So it's going to be a Goyard Jeu 6-watch case, black. Yeah. So you have the Goyard motif. You know what the key to that motif is? It was started in the late 19th century, the little lines and shit like that. That is the interior, it's not bouncing out like a corner. It's an inward illusion. That's the interior corners of a Gothic style cathedral. The lower vertical lines is slightly longer. And the shorter horizontal lines that branch out, it's like you're looking into a corner when you're sitting inside the Notre Dame. That is the kind of thing that they're pushing, is a kind of, on the one side, it looks like a modernist, like a very contemporary thing, but it's not. It's hidden. It's a hidden Gothic, cool, fucking traditional thing. So that's what makes it more mature than the LV motif. LV is like flowers and stars and the logo, and it's like, okay, we get it. It's kind of like for poor people who want to be rich. The boxes and the actual LV luggage, I see that. I'm like, that's class. That's 100% class. But LV is like all this. The brand is just garbage. Like, what are they doing with their fucking like flip flops and their shorts and stuff? Like, they're all golden shorts and like it's like a Miami drug lord. But regardless of this, the watches themselves, Tudor Ranger, black on a black leather strap. It epitomizes the aesthetic of No Country for Old Men. When you put it on a black, it's a rubber leather hybrid. When you put it on that strap, it's a specific version of it's a No Country for Old Men style aesthetic. Like, it looks so badass. Next watch.
So what watches do you have? You didn't tell me what
I don't have
got.
fuck all, man. I'm in low class. If I had a watch, I'd be putting into an investment. I'd be getting dividends. I'd put into gold. But what I'm saying is, okay, next watch over. So whatever, Tudor Ranger, fucking next watch. Blanc Pan, bathyscaphe chronograph flyback, titanium gray dial on a bracelet. Now, when you put it on a bracelet, it has the aesthetic where it synergizes the dial background, the applied hour markers, the hands, and the applied hour markers are black. It looks pretty cool. It's like a gray dial. It's a sunburst. The bezel is kind of a darker gray. It gives it a really broad dial, kind of Jacques Dreux style, Gothic aesthetic on a dive watch as a sports watch. And when you put on the bracelet, it synergizes the dial background, the applied hour markers, the bezel, the case, and the bracelet in a way that you get the Rolex original. Rolex pioneered this. They made the wristwatch separate from the pocket watch with this style of aesthetic. And that's what influenced the Royal Oak and later on all those other, Nautilus watches. So you get the integrated bracelet coming from this aesthetic. So the aesthetic is, you have originally the Jubilee bracelet. This is the 1945 date just, or 1949, I forget what it is, but the Jubilee bracelet, 36 millimeter case size. So the oyster blends with the bracelet. And then you have the fluted bezel, and you have whatever Romans or stick markers and the dial background, and it's two-tone. It's two-tone. That was very popular in the 30s. Let me say this. That aesthetic is inside of the Blanc Pan bathyscaphe chronograph flyback, because you have the synergy with the bracelet with the rest of the watch. So it looks very, it looks Confederate in a way. It's a gray Confederate watch.
When do you see yourself getting this Rolex?
Listen, brother, I'm just right now, I'm in like I'm doing a spree of making money, and I'm just working a lot. So what I get is a lot of money, and then I'm going to be buying a professional little, like, amateur professional studio. And once I get all that set up, premium production quality, then I'm going to be presenting these video essays. And they're going to, it's going to be a fascinating experiment. You should follow my arc.
Yes.
You should give me advice, and what I'll do is I'll steer you fucking clientele. If I get any traction whatsoever, I respect the Pontiff as my #1 fucking addiction, brother. I'm telling you right now. I don't watch anything fucking else except for Pontiff. So just so you know, I'm like a super fan, but I'm also not going to turn my back on you. Like you know what I mean? Like I just kind of sense in the way like how you really are. And you can get mad at me all you want, and I'll still keep coming back because I know you're forgiving, and I respect that.
Yes. I wanted to ask you seriously, man. I really wish you would get a
two
role.
watches. Yeah, no. Those are just original. Those are kind of like the No Country for Old Men style. Like if I drive a Confederate style pickup truck and I live in the South, move to Tennessee.
Okay, we got super chat here.
Yeah,
MT85, $2. What's in Nick's collection? Quick, just name the watches. I don't want to hear
I don't have anything good, man.
Okay,
I only have vintage.
$2. Why is Narc falling in today's poll? C grade. So the poll is who made WN implode and delete all his keys? Curly, Tan, Narc, and Dirk. Go and vote, guys. Vote on the poll.
It's critical that you vote.
We like to see the poll results. We definitely want to see the results, okay? Please go and take a look.
I would vote for Dirk for any fucking poll whatsoever.
Yes. Yes. That's a good point. It's
I don't know why he's scared of being like ostracized. Like Dirk, we love Latinos. Like, have you ever met a conservative who doesn't love Latinos?
We got ABMO Road, $3 Singaporean says this guy is good. You betcha. He is very good. He's not just good. He's really good. He's very good. That's for sure. We betcha. You betcha. He's very good.
Well, I'm happy to be here, Cardiff.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. Respectfully.
Very interesting having you on here today. I can tell you that. Tell me this. What's happening? Are you dating at the moment? What's happening in the dating world?
Okay, this is the trick here. Dating is the best if you can just go out there and you can do dating apps. You gotta do the shirtless photos and all this. Fuck that, man. I'm not into that. If you have a decent nightlife area, you can just go out there and walk around. If you have this driving job, I'm telling you right now, the key to dating in contemporary West, people are like, oh, I can't find a date. Start driving Uber. Start driving Uber. All the little teen girls are doing fucking restaurant jobs. That's where you find them. I'm just saying. I'm not being weird here. I'm being very legalistic as well. I'm not into underage nothing. What I'm saying is young girls are doing shit jobs, and there's a stratosphere of like social media hierarchy of really wealthy guys. They don't have access to these fucking downtown playboys. They're not. This is a different area. So you have all of these. There's a lot of people, man. If you live in a high population area, all you should do is be able to walk around and you can sense interacting with people in stores. What do you think society is? It's all compartmentalized into stores. In Eastern Europe, everyone's sitting in cafes. It's a cafe culture. Everywhere is cafes. It's very, very interesting. And walking around in families, and they have closed off pedestrian zones. This country is about compartmentalized enterprises. So you go from your car into these stores. So that's what gives you, if you do Uber or you do DoorDash, you can actually interact a lot more with society because it's all compartmentalized. A lot of it's restaurants.
Yeah.
A lot of it's restaurants. If you really check it out, like there's residential housing and there's restaurants and there's like malls, you can really get a hang of where you are and just walk around and girls will fucking hunt you down, man. Girls are opportunistic. Girls are opportunistic, like 100%. So if you present yourself as being high class in terms of financial status, sexual status, which is short-term sexual status, and then cultural intellectual status, you will not have a problem, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But regardless, it's tricky because I think about 70 to 80% of contemporary Western women are now radical feminist inclined, like heavily radical feminist inclined. So there's the marriages are failing. It's a very fucked up scenario. So, you know, you should be able to discern automatically, intuitively as a man, when a woman is off her kilter, like whatever, you know, when she's a fucking feminist. If you see those fucking sparkly stars in the background of her room, some weird moon, sun symbols anywhere on her clothing, on the walls, anything. If she has multiple earrings, if she's got her hair dyed, if she has some weird lighting shit going on, that's probably a big red flag. She's a sociopath at this point. It's an MK Ultra experiment. I don't want to get too deep into it, but basically we're making sure that the liberals are corporate. These people are all fucking weirdo freaks, but they're still corporate, and I love it. They work in the NGOs, they work in the government sector, but it's still corporate. We're still maintaining the corporate political economy. So it's like, look at Chicago, New York City, Toronto. It's a very similar dynamic. I'm in Toronto, and I can really sense how Chicago and New York feel because of the way Toronto is. You know what I'm saying? So we're really tricking the liberals into being corporate. It's doing fantastic. Don't fuck it up if you're conservative. Like you want to do a big populist revolution, ooh, but these liberals are really holding it down. Like, just leave it to Beaver, leave it to Beaver.
Nick, I gotta catch up on chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. We got Hurritan, $2. AC3, name 3 things about Nick. It's Miller time. Name 3 things about Nick. Nick doesn't have a Rolex.
Yeah,
he's working hard, doing jobs, and
I'm like Taxi Driver.
Porsche.
I'm like Taxi Driver. You know that movie Taxi Driver?
85, $2. What's Nick's thought on math? That's Marcus Allen Friedman.
Oh, dude. Okay, fine. I get it. You want to dress in flamboyant clothing to look good. Why are you giving your card out to people who are lower tier? Like, he's like, give my card out to every fucking Mexican gardener. I'm like, bro, it's a Mexican gardener. Like, you're just being compulsive at this point. Because he met the oligarch in the elevator. Like, that's cool. Like, start giving your card out. But, like, every single person, 100,000 cards a day. Like, what the fuck are you smoking? And then he loves UFOs and fucking alien shit. Like, bro, like, get me the fuck out of here. That's a total CIA psyop. No offense to anybody who believes in that. Like, I respect you in the audience. I'm sure you have other views that are respectable as an individual. That's not what characterizes you. This is just a CIA psyop. So anyway, regardless. Then he talked about never having intercourse from how long? 1993? What's he doing? Is he jacking off? Like, what's he? I don't get it.
Even Nick, I must admit, even... Yeah, you might be zonked out, but man, that is nuts. I totally
you get what I'm saying, do you not?
Yeah.
And he's from a California area of elitists that's in Santa Barbara, that's right on the outskirts of Los Angeles. It's a northwestern part. Yeah, I might be zonked out, but I'm right? And so the point is that he's in northwestern Santa Barbara, Los Angeles. It's a suburb. It's very fucking nice, but it's also on the border of the pornography valley. The guy's a fucking weirdo. Like, it's not a good place. It's between Malibu and Beverly Hills and Pornography Valley. Like, oh, I'm in such a great area. Like, I'm a Republican fucking selected. And then, like, his father was the man. He was sailing off his father's reputation. That's what it was. The story he says. The story he says.
How do you know this? How do you know
the story listen to this. I've listened to it very carefully. The story he says of his constantly phoning whatever that main career connection he first developed was. He was calling them over and over again for like a year and a half, and then the guy made him his like assistant, his apprentice. He got mentored. So the reason why that it worked is because he wasn't low class. If he was calling for a year and a half and he was a low-class fucking scumbag, he would never have those family connections. The guy was like, what the fuck? Is this a stalker? And then they checked it and they were like, oh, he's from an elite family. Might as well call him in. Like, this guy's a psychophant. He's a psychophant. You get it? They were like, he's a fucking psychophant. He's like this alien fucking blah, 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 and he's like, he will be loyal. And it's like, send him to Philippines to like colonize Southeast Asia, you know? And that's what they did, is they used them as like an oligarch proxy in Southeast Asia in various positions, giving him wealth and all this. And I respect the shit out of it. I respect everything about it, but I'm saying is notice the strengths and notice the weaknesses, because you don't want to be these fucking California conservatives. You do not want to be that. I'm telling you right now. You want to be a Texas East. You want to be West Texas, like Lubbock conservative. You want to be a Tennessee conservative. Parts of Florida are really based, like they're quality individuals. I'm talking about quality people. You can really sense over time as you're surrounded by evil. Like America is surrounded by evil. There's so many weird crimes that happen. It's like atrocities, like crazy fucking atrocities. And it's different. It's not like that, you know, in Europe.
$3. Disjointed thoughts producing a headache. Aspirin.
I'm sorry.
Go for an IV Purifin. IV Purifin.
I forget how we got even to that topic.
JT, $2. Only 15 minutes to go, Arch. You can do it!
No, we go extra time today.
So, Nick,
100%.
What is the big thing that you want to do in your life? What is it that you want to do?
Okay, so the number one thing, I need to get some water or something. But the number one thing is,
yes,
I want to explain who David Fincher, Lars von Trier, Stanley Kubrick, and Ingmar Bergman, Michael Haneke, these people, John Carpenter, there's a lot of these people who connect onto this. It's a lot of them. They developed such a fucking crazy advanced like philosophy, man. Like, I don't know if have you watched Ingmar Bergman films?
What films is that?
Ingmar. It's a Swedish name. It's called Ingmar Bergman. That's an individual who like pioneered this like fucking trend that I'm describing. It used to be in writers. It was Jules Verne. It was Arthur Conan Doyle. Bram
Stoker.
Also
a musician, wasn't he? Who was that? Cohen. Who was that?
Arthur Conan Doyle was the writer of Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, he was a psychopath himself, wasn't he?
Was he? Sherlock Holmes, the character? Or Arthur Conan Doyle? Who are you describing? Which one are you describing? Arthur Conan Doyle or Sherlock Holmes as a psychopath?
What do you think?
Arthur Conan Doyle, or maybe Sherlock Holmes. You know, I don't know, but regardless, it doesn't matter. It's those are just that's the literature background, and then there's these directors, and they're highly influential. Anyway, if I could describe that properly, which I've already done in essays, and I'll just read them out loud, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's talk about pull up some watches, I guess. Fucking what Rolex do I really want? Platinum day date 40.
But isn't that crazy, man? Man, Nick, let's be more realistic, man. Let's face it.
Should I get a two-tone date just instead?
Man, what about just an Explorer 1? Wouldn't you do that? Or a Air King? Wouldn't you? I see you as an Air King man.
No, that's really cheap in terms of aesthetics. It's very mass culture. I get it. I love that watch. It looks like a watch that's kind of like you know that villain from Simpsons, the guy who's like a Hank Scorpio. You know that Hank Scorpio villain from The Simpsons? That's his watch. Like he's kind of like a casual wearing a sweater. He's like a casual billionaire oligarch kind of secret villain. You know, that's cool. I would get a two-tone brown dial, date just 41 in two-tone rose gold. It looks very Clint Eastwood to me.
Okay.
Do you understand?
What do you think so or not? But
It looks
seriously,
like
for you,
Clint Eastwood's
tell me this:
actual
out of all the
watch.
brands, what do you think the best bang per buck is now? What do you honestly?
Easily Blanc pen, bro. No one values it. It's a gothic aesthetic. Get what's gothic, bro. Gothic is the coolest shit, man. It's the #1 gothic brand. Breguet is a bit gothic, but it's also very elegant. Blanc pen is the gothic of the gothic. That is like it's a French Swiss. So you know there's a German Swiss, a French Swiss. The French Swiss, no German in it. And it's
Don't you like
very
Zenith?
gothic.
Aren't you a Zenith fan or not?
Zenith is okay. The problem with Zenith
We got
is that
super
it has,
chat MT85 $5. Nick needs dungeons. And we got CB $5. Nick, why at a certain point of the stream you started running the other night? Yeah, that's right. You were running somewhere. Why did you run somewhere? I don't understand.
I was starting to get to like 1% battery life, and I had to get a portable charger, which I have with me currently, so it's not an issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Anyway, sorry for talking for so fucking long. I just wanted to explain what I had to say. Like, if you ask these deep questions, you know, like, what are you doing with your life? It's like, holy fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I had to explain a little bit. I don't want to be boisterous and like fucking talk over you or nothing like that. Go ahead. You know?
Yeah. It's what can I say? It's really, I'm just trying to work you out, Nick. I just don't know. I see for you, I thought an El Primero Zenith would be perfect for you.
I respect the watch a lot. The only problem is I have to say it, and it is.
Why do you think everyone hates the open heart version? What the fuck's wrong with the open heart?
Excellent question.
What do you think?
I would have to say is they have bad taste, because I really respect the even the Seiko, which Bear cites as the reason why he despises it. It's like Seiko's cheap. It has this open hearts. I respect the Seiko Zen Garden collection. It's a really good cheap dress watch collection. Like, that's a great one. So I respect the open heart. I don't have like a tainted view of it because Seiko has some open hearts in a certain way. I really like it. I would actually rather have an open heart than a tourbillon. Like, I love tourbillon. It's very expensive. Open heart's just like, if you can see the movement, it's fucking classy. You don't have to look at the back of the side, right? Like the case back. So it's really just for me personally, I don't like the star symbol. It's like that was on the communist flag. Zenith has a lot of communist looking watches. It just does, like the elite line. They look like they're fucking like from the Eastern Bloc, like those fucking like the two lines on the 12, 3, 6, and 9 markers, and like elongated just lines on a silver sunburst dial, like a very broad watch, 42 millimeter, 40 millimeter. Those watches are like extreme, like French intelligence officer style who has like sympathy for Russia. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that aesthetic looks like. It's like a sympathy for like a hardcore French Navy aesthetic and stuff like that, with Russian connotation. So the logo itself is problematic for me. And that's being said that, like, in the #1 soccer team in Serbia, where I'm from, in Belgrade, is Red Star, whom Bear despises. He's a partisan fan. So I get the logo of the star. I think it's also might be the Zenit St. Petersburg logo in Russia for their soccer team. But regardless, it's just not classy. It stopped being classy. The star logo has turned into something that like woke people use a lot. You know what I'm saying? Zenith kind of got fucked up by the modern era of the star logo. I don't want no star fucking on my watch. I'll tell you that right now. And I respect the fucking, you know, Texan flag and all that, you know, like I get their stars and the Tennessee flag and all this, but the Zenith, it kind of rubs me wrong. I can sense when there is a little bit of like an Eastern European style leaning towards communism. Wherever it is, I can like instantly, intuitively lock onto it because I know what it is, right? I'm from there, like I know what it is. So that's why I can sense it in Zenith, if you get what I'm saying, and that's why they have that logo, I feel.
We got Duckman joining us. Hey, Duckman, how are you?
Oh, just enjoying the night and the riveting chat we
Yeah.
have going on here with our friend Nick.
Welcome, Duckman.
Good evening, Nick.
This is the first time I've seen you in the streams.
I've been here one time.
We have been there
One time?
before. Let's not mention what happened last time, okay?
What do you mean? Oh, there's a scandal.
But
Oh, what happened? Come on, you guys can't spill the beans. No one's listening. No one is listening. I'll tell you that right now.
But if I may offer my, isn't the open heart a little bit too? Isn't it too busy?
If it has 3 subdials and one of them looks like it's a 22 bullet, as Mark would say, I feel like that's cowboy. Is that not fucking cowboy? It's got a little movement thing in the 3rd dial. Like, that's pretty cool. Come on, they arranged it. Like, come on, it's not that bad. Come on. Like, what are you basing that off of? You can see a Zenith movement. Zenith is a strong brand. It's like a JLC movement level brand. Like, I don't know what we're talking about here. It's not a fucking Tudor. It's a fucking Zenith. So there's a different category. It's got its own chronographs. It's a different, even on top of normal movements. It's a chronograph that they pioneered, automatic. That is a next level thing, okay? Zenith is its own thing. You have to respect Zenith. All I'm saying is, I don't like the fucking star. That's all. But the thing is, I respect the shit out of it. And I feel like it's kind of like a cool Jason Statham brand. Like, Jason Statham would wear Zenith. Like, it's a fucking based, cool brand. I just don't like the logo. That's all. If it didn't have that logo, if they switched the logo, just a watch with just the word, but not the logo, I'd fucking buy it in a heartbeat. And I'm talking about every fucking Zenith. Like, Zenith is a cool fucking brand. Zenith, Elite, whatever the whole line of Elite Zenith, it looks like you're a cool ass French officer. That was one of the coolest watches ever. The black guilloche. Pull it up. I'm serious. There's a French intelligence aesthetic. It's a black guilloche. Type in black guilloche Zenith Elite. Do it right now. Pull that shit up.
Yeah.
Black guilloche. It has Arabic numerals. It's fucking cool. Like, this is like, it'll change your mind. It'll change your mind about Zenith. It turned Breguet cool. You want to look at cool guilloche dials? Look at the Zenith Elite black guilloche. If you can pull that right up. That's a fucking watch and a half. They have a few of those, and they're bargains because no one knows about them. Yeah, Zenith is quite the brand.
What's it called again? Zenith?
Elite. Black guilloche. Yeah, just type in black guilloche. GUILLOCHE. And then that should bring it up.
Okay, I'm having a look. It's just a simple watch. You like that?
Is that the one? I can't really see the screen. I have this like app that like blocks out the pictures on all my on all the browsers that I use.
You like that?
I can't see what you're even pulling up, man. I've got this like weird thing on my thing where it blocks out pictures.
Is that it there?
I can't see the screen. I'll tell you right now.
Okay, that's okay, man. That's okay. It doesn't matter.
But if you describe it to me, it should have an interior circle of black guilloche, and then on the exterior there's like a flat outer circle of the dial, and it should have Arabic numeral applied hour markers in steel. Whereas the interior is a black guilloche grid of like black guilloche diamonds.
Interesting stuff.
Anyway, regardless, Zenith has some cool watches if you want a fucking French intelligence officer watch. Like, that's what that is. That's what that really is. I'm telling you right now. I'm sure they love those watches in France.
Yeah.
That's where they have the market. No one else is buying Zenith. I don't even think Russians buy Zenith.
No, I think you're right there.
It's like a French subsidized by the country. Like, you know how France has that shit where like they give every child milk at lunch and they subsidize like having a beer at lunch. Like they have all this shit like in Italy.
A wine. They have it's
They have
a wine.
you know?
Wine
Yeah.
is their
And
thing
there's a little
there,
bit of cheese and a bread, you know, like they're tasteful. They're tasteful people. They have like a 1 hour and a half lunch. Like they're tasteful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I'm sure that brand might be a little bit subsidized because it just doesn't seem that popular. France has a vested interest, like you know, Louis Vuitton LVMH. That's a French national champion. France is a big investment into its own country. Like it will big up its own businesses. So that's a national champion of France. That whole enterprise, as its main like that's the number one like wealthiest corporation in France, I believe. LVMH. That's big, right? We're talking about watches.
Oh, it is.
The number one corporation in France is LVMH, and that's a big watch umbrella. So that's pretty cool. France is invested into watches.
We got a super chat here, Chief Tit, $3. Everyone, deploy bulletproof vests. Duckford's on. Guys, I'm going to have to wrap this show up. We've had a great chat today. Please, Nick, come again tomorrow. Duckman, come again. And Mark Goldberg. Guys, I want to thank everybody who super chatted today. We had Terry Boston, Black Cat 997, Mac Lobster, Frank V, Rich Mitch, Little Dave, Rich Mitch, Frank V, Little Dave, the Franchise Club, Rich Mitch, Black Cat, Dirk Diggler, the Stigler, Frank V, CB, SR Bell, Black Cat 997, CB, Crown and Case, SR Bell, CB, Little Dave, Sorry for Party Rocking, CB, Avon Ashit, Hurritan, CB, Gay J, the Chicken Pontiff, Hurritan, MT85, Hurritan, Black Cat 997, Hurritan, CB, Hurritan, MT85, Hurritan, ABMO Rose, Hurritan, MT85, Chief Tit, JT, MT85, CB, Chief Tit. Guys, that's the show for today. We will be back tomorrow chatting watches. See you then. See you later, guys. Check out David SW, guys. See
Take
you
care there,
later. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.